prize for the Honorable Judge Periwinkle!
Am I the asshole for not calling my mom's soon-to-be husband Dad? My name is George, and I'm a 35-year-old man. My mom has been a widow for a while, but recently started dating again. The latest guy is by far the most serious, and they've been dating since around June. He proposed at the start of September. They want to get married next summer. His name is Tommy, and he is 24. 11 years younger than me. Tommy calls me over to the house this weekend. Hell, why not? I go after work. Should be some kind of DIY project he needs help with or something. When I get there, he calls me Sport and says, we need to talk. This is when it starts getting weird. I ask if my mom's around, and he says, no, it's just him, and that we really need to talk man to man. He starts talking about how he's always wanted to be a father, etc., and raise a son to call his own. And then he drops the bombshell by saying, now I know I can never replace your father, the man who made you, but it would mean the world to me if you would call me Dad.
That's nice.
I laughed loudly, but then I knew he was serious because he looked like he was about to cry. He got emotional and started talking about what it means to be a man and how his purpose is to provide for a family. He wants me and my siblings to be part of that family. He reiterated he'll never replace my father, but he's ready to step up and be my dad and provide for and protect me and my siblings. I just sat there thinking, dude, I'm over a decade older than you are, and you live in a separate house, and I don't think a guy a third of my age who works part-time at the hardware store and is glued to League of Legends is the man to do it. I was in shock and just said, okay. And he got emotional. Again, but in a happy way. Talking about how he wanted to go camping and to a baseball game. And how he joined the softball league this year and wants to bring us to it as his boys. Which just feels so surreal because I'm 11 years older than this guy. When I ended it by just saying he has gotten a bit too weird and I was going home, he got very upset. And I left. Later my mom called me and she wasn't disappointed, but admitted it made him very upset and depressed. Now my mom is saying I should at least give it a chance and how he's always wanted to be a father. So, Judge, am I the asshole?
Counselors? Yeah, I mean, it's cut and dry, isn't it? He asshole doesn't begin to cover it. I mean, we've been hearing this on the news nonstop. I'm 22 years old. I've been hearing it since the day I was born. Gen Z is lazy. Gen Z doesn't have sex, okay? I mean, you know what? Maybe we don't have sex, but that doesn't mean we don't want to reap the rewards of sex, okay? Sometimes us youngins want to be dads. Sometimes us young folk want to have a job, albeit a part-time one, at a hardware store? Is that a man I hear? All this to say, listen, not everybody in this world is cut out to be a father. But what it sounds like to me is that we have a man who is cut out to be a father, but we don't have a man who's man enough to admit all he's cut out for is being a son.
Thank you, Counselor. And would you care to present your opening argument?
I would. Oh, poor George. Poor George. All he wanted was a relationship with his mother in a non-stepmom Pornhubby kind of way. Instead, we have a gentleman by the name of Tommy, a little scumbucket who comes into his life and says, I want to be your father figure. A father figure who cries. Not on my watch! I present to you the case today that this man is not only an asshole, he's the worst kind of hole. I'll let you imagine that. Sure as my name's Dick Thrustwell.
Thank you, Counselor Thrustwell. I believe you have some evidence that you'd like to introduce to the court. Bailiff?
So I got so bored.
Would you please just go fetch the evidence?
Okay.
Thank you.
Mwah. Thank you. I got it.
Right. Counselor?
Never forget. I can't even remember because I wasn't there. And so many Americans were there. And these are, by the way, 9/11 memorial baby spoons bought by none other than Tommy, my client, who I know very well, for his son, his soon-to-be official son, George, because he knows that George has been through some stuff. At 35 years old, he can never forget. And my client's a mere measly 24. He was born during it. Like wow, like he was born as it was happening. And what I mean to say by this is they share an experience, Your Honor. An experience crucial and fundamental to all things American, to all things liberty and justice for all. And so really, if you think about it, not calling him Dad is an affront to all those who lost their lives on the attacks of September 11th. So if you want to argue against that, you can, Mr. Thrustwell. Thank you.
Boom!
That
Thank
was
you.
the sound.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Thrustwell, would you care to admit your evidence?
Yes. Damn, he tied 9/11 into his case. That's pretty good. But not as good as this. George was having a normal day at work. He came home thinking I'll pop up a cold one and sit in front of the boob tube and just space out. But no, Tommy was there. And Tommy had some activities in mind. He tackled him from behind. Hog-tied him, tore his pants off, and said, "Time to make wee-wee." Bludgeoned him with pillows, shoved a pacifier in
Objection! This sounds like a great dad.
Sustained.
True. Who doesn't like a good spanking from their father now and then? But this one too far. Posted it online. Yes, that's where you saw it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the actual little wet napkin he used to rub his moist little body down. Poor George! He was no longer a man. He was infantilized right there in the middle of the floor. My God, America.
Thank you, Counselor Thrustwell. I believe we have some witnesses that you would like to bring out. Bailiff, pull yourself together.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about 9/11.
And fetch the witnesses, please.
I'll go get 'em.
The witness.
Okay.
And I feel better about 9/11. Let the record show our next witness is a gentleman.
I see that. Sustained. Would you care to introduce your witness?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I'll allow him to introduce himself.
Yes, my name is Richard Rich III.
Thank you. And
TV show when you were younger, didn't you?
That's my father.
now, Richard Rich III, or can I call you Mr. the Third?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. the Third, what's your relation to this case?
Yes, so I, how do I say this? I'm in a bit of a relationship with the dad.
Tommy.
Tommy. Yes.
Yes, you're in a relationship with my client.
Yes.
Now, this relationship, it would be financial in nature, correct?
Yes, we can call it that.
Would it be sexual in nature?
We can call it that.
All right. Yes. And are you Tommy's pimp?
Yes, we can call it that.
I'm okay. So, I guess my question is, what good things do you have to say?
Yes. Tommy is one of my best gigolos I've ever had. Yes, and you know, when he said he wanted to exclusively date older women, I was like, there's a potential conflict here. Because you might fall in love, and they might have an older child, and then you might have to be their father.
Right. Well, and whenever you told Tommy this, was he like, oh no, or was he like, I'm ready for that challenge?
Yes, he was so ready.
Mm-hmm.
He was so ready. He was like, I did the thing in 8th grade where I carried around the egg.
Yes. Yeah.
Didn't crack the egg.
And if I recall correctly, you were Tommy's 8th grade teacher.
Yes. It wasn't until he was after high school that I recruited him to my...
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Yes.
Precisely.
Yes. But so whenever you were talking to Tommy in 8th grade and he had this egg, you told me he had a prowess for being a father to this egg. Is that true?
I have never seen someone so natural to taking care of an egg as Tommy.
Right.
He just had grace and gave it the best wisdom
And as a what's the word we should use for someone like Tommy? A juggalo, you said?
Gigolo.
Gigolo, right.
But he also does like the inside clown posse. So he technically is a gigolo juggalo.
Okay. That's someone who's a gigolo juggalo. Would you say, what are some skills that translate from being a gigolo juggalo into being a father?
Yes, community. No one sticks together like the gigolo juggalos.
Nobody does.
Yeah. Also, they commit violent crimes as
Yeah, okay, no further question. No further. I'm done.
You're done. Got it. Thank you.
Counselor Roswell, the witness is yours for cross-examination.
Richard Ritchie III. Oh, as you're known by your pimp name, Dickie 3. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, you've been hitting the mean streets, whoring out 25-year-old, 24-year-old boys to older women, isn't that right?
Yes.
Thought you'd be more ashamed of that. All right, so...
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Are you set up like a Backpage account? And people just call me?
I understand that. But that's only when you have consent, is that not right?
Yes. I'm above the board. Everything the rich family does is above the board.
I understand that, Dickie. But you crossed a line. You crossed a line no man should cross between father and son. When he was getting his butt wiped down, you were the one who was actually filming it behind the ferns.
There's a market in Japan for that kind of video.
Of course there's a market in Japan. They're awesome people. Nevertheless, you didn't have his consent.
Am I on trial or is it Tommy?
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks. No further questions.
Thank you. The witness is excused. Counselor, I believe you have a witness as well.
I do. Some of the witness.
Okay, but Are they cool or not?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay. Do you cool or not? Oh, I am cool. Nah. You promise to follow the rules? You didn't think I was cool. Okay. Sounds good.
Could you please introduce yourself to the court here?
Yes, I am Ka. No last name, because I never met my parents.
Oh,
I was adopted by the crows. They carried me and
yes.
fed me.
Yes, Carpro, we know you well. Now, you're actually an expert witness, is that not? Right?
Yes, I watch very well. They taught me.
Yes. Now, you actually work for the courts. You are actually sent to different homes to see that actual individuals are actually competent enough to become parents, fathers, mothers, etc.
Yes, that is my thing.
So you were actually stationed outside the house, inside the house, under the bed, whatever it is you crow people do, and you were actually watching the interaction between the perhaps father and son.
Yes, I enjoyed.
And what did you see?
Well, I saw it all. Not as well as my other crows. I never had as good a vision. I wasn't sure why. But I watched. It was a quite violent encounter, really. Really hurts my heart to think about. One of the worst ones I've seen. So, he was there. Our boy, George. He stood there, ready to be a good man.
Okay.
And then Tommy came out, tackled him, like as you said, from behind. Put the drug things over his mouth.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yes. On this, there's also drugs in here.
Oh,
Makes it so you
But
can't.
those are for babies.
Yes, I know. It's a terrible system. I'll talk more about this later.
made in China, we know.
Yes, so he was drugged. Yes. Not as good as Japan. So he was drugged.
Objection, Your Honor. I feel like that's a crazy statement.
Is this
Up
allowed?
till now, everything has been sane.
Yeah. We'll continue.
I like both countries.
Thank you.
He was tackled.
Go from behind.
Yes, quite brutally. And then this was rubbed all his face everywhere. Drugs all over the body.
Yes. Sensual and terrible at the
Yes,
same time.
yes, exactly.
Yes.
I know. I quite sensual for me.
Yes, sir. And you recorded all this, and you actually were. The weird thing is, you were actually next to Dick Dickey actually when he was writing, and you were actually filming. Did you interact with him in any way?
With Dick Dickey?
Dick Dickey.
Oh yes, that's a long-time friend of mine.
Okay, that doesn't help me. All right.
Counselor, you're a witness for cross-examination.
Totally. This, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this may seem bad for me. It may seem bad for me that my client tackled his son from behind. It may seem bad for me that my client drugged his son. It may seem bad for me that my client filmed all this happening by his pimp friend Richie the Rich III.
Also, might I say, when he saw me, he threw this on me, so I wasn't able to attack. And now
It may seem bad for me that my client jump ropes. But at the end of the day, it would only seem bad for me if those were things that a normal father wouldn't do. And as an expert on father, oh wait, you don't have a father. That's boom!
Objection, Your Honor.
Boom!
the birds were my father, and they were much better than Tama will ever be.
Right, so tell me about what these birds would do to you as your dad.
They would feed me.
Would they take you to baseball games?
They would regurgitate food into my mouth. Does Tommy do that?
That's classic dad stuff.
Okay. So regurgitating food, that is.
Yes.
My dad did that too. But outside of that, they really didn't do much other dad stuff. Did they ever tackle you from behind? Did they ever rub some diapers on your face to make you go to sleep?
No.
And sometimes, do you ever wish maybe you had a human dad who could love you?
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe if you had a human dad who loved you, maybe you would have done those dad things that some people only get to experience because they have dads, And that's why not only is my client going to forgive you for slandering him, but he's going to offer to adopt you as well. That's right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I believe...
Can I hug?
Yes, absolutely. I believe everybody.
No
deserves a
touching! No
father.
touching!
All right, no further questions.
Thank you. The witness is excused.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Freaking psychopath.
Counselor Thrustwell, would you care to present your closing arguments?
Yes, I would. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. One day you're cock of the walk, next thing you know you're tackled from behind and being watched by a bird boy and some sort of strange pimp man, and next thing you know you're online and all you wanted to do was say hi to Mom. I think we can all agree, yes, of course it was insanely hot what happened, and yes, we paid premium dollars to watch it over and over again, but it nevertheless a man did not consent. He wanted just a mother. He didn't request a father, but a little boy named Tommy came in and ramrodded him from behind, soaked him up with ether made from Chinese babies for all we know. And now he's humiliated for the rest of his life. These are tears.
Thank you, Counselor Thrustwell.
Yeah, Counselor Thrustwell said a lot of things. He talked about a lot of things that happened during this case, but you notice one thing he forgot to mention? I'm just saying, for all of his arguments that Counselor Thrustwell is making, he seems to be a little crazy in the head if he doesn't remember 9/11. If he doesn't remember that, as my witness Richie Rich said, am I on trial or is Tommy? Because Richie Rich is the one who filmed the thing. Richie Rich did the thing without consent, okay? My client was just being a good father, a father that all of us wish we had. My client's such a good father that he recently, in the last 10 minutes, adopted a second son. So you tell me who's the asshole. This guy who refuses to give a man the ability to be a father, a privilege that all of us desire? Or the one who not only is providing himself as a father figure to Tommy, but also to Carl LaCroix. I rest my case, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Thank you, Counselor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the case is now in your hands. In the case of George v. Tommy, for all of you who believe that George is the asshole for not calling Tommy Dad, please applaud. Oh, fuck. Not looking good. For all those who believe that George is not the asshole, please applaud. The verdict is in and George has been acquitted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you all